This is attempt number 2 at filming this video because the first time, everything was out of focus. It's just different personality types. First, I want to apologize for the upcycling video not being up yet. I said it would be done by Friday, but it ended up being a 5-day process. It took me about 3.5 days to film everything, and there was a lot of different shots I had to get, and I had to redo a couple things. And the editing process is gonna take me about 2 or 3 more days, but that's gonna be up mid next week. And until then, I wanted to do a quick Q&A assumptions video just to give you something until then. So I had a couple of stickers on my story, and I'm just gonna go through those, and hopefully you can get some insight on stuff you might not know about me. So I'm gonna start with the assumptions, and then from there I'm gonna go into the general questions. Okay, so the first assumption is that I didn't play sports in high school. I had a couple people say this actually, which I resent because I know I may not seem athletic, but I used to be. I played tennis for 3 years in high school, and I really liked it. I was really into it. Was on the tennis team freshman through junior year. I don't play sports now, but I did. This next assumption is that I'm possibly in love with musicals. First of all, vicious stereotype. Second of all, you're absolutely right. The past couple of summers, I've listened to Hamilton on repeat. I also love Waitress, Legally Blonde. So yes, you are correct. I am a big fan of musicals. Okay. So the next assumption is you look like the type to dislike avocados, but you never gave them the proper chance. Girl, look at how I dress. Look at how I talk. I'm exactly the person to like avocados. Avocados have become like this weird trendy thing the past few years. I'm a part of that. I'm a part of it. That is unfounded assumption. That's the only one that's bothered me. This one just says, you're gay. I had like 4 separate people say that. Is it? Yes, I am. I guess for people in high school, there might be confusion in that regard, but anyone that knows me well should know that I am a blatant homosexual. In high school, for the first like half especially, I was definitely sort of like on the DL, I was still sort of figuring myself out. And then after coming out, the years following, I sort of experimented with different like styles, and my identity was definitely confused in high school, so I can understand the confusion, but especially since I've been in college, the gay really jumped out. But thank you for asking. Yes, I'm gay. Yes, I'm single. Very. Following that, the next one says, you're not in a relationship, but it's complicated. No, it's not complicated. I'm single. I am definitely guilty of being in the same headspace that a lot of young adults are in when they're single, in that because you're not dating, you sort of feel undesirable. And I'm definitely guilty of placing all of my self-worth in other people's opinions. So that was something that I definitely struggled with for a time. But this summer, I've definitely decided to focus on me, and should something happen, should something come my way, I'm all for it. But I'm not actively searching for anything right now, because I definitely was in a situation where I felt like I was putting a lot of energy and effort into a relationship that isn't very reciprocated. And as someone that would like to be in a relationship sometime soon, I catch myself working really hard to portray myself to be desirable for someone who may not be interested. And something I say a lot of the time is, don't put all of your energy into trying to impress somebody, because the right person is going to be impressed by who you are as your genuine, authentic self. So this summer, I'm going to be focusing a lot on myself and on my friends and the people I love in my life. And should something happen, I'm all for it, but I'm not going to waste my time on people that I feel like I need to impress. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Okay, I'm gonna move on to general questions. Okay, the first question I have is, what is one thing that you're scared to do but want to try? So I'm afraid of a lot of things. I'm afraid of the ocean. I'm afraid of heights. I'm definitely bad about not putting myself in situations where I'm not in control. So there's a lot of things that I'm scared to do, but there's not a lot of things that I'm willing to try that I'm scared to do. I will say that one thing that is a scary idea and would be really out of my comfort zone, but I want to try, is drag. And I'm not a dancer, I'm not a performer, and I have major stage fright, but I think that drag is such an important part of gay culture. And so it would be very strange for me. It would be a big commitment. I would have to shave my beard for the full fantasy, but it's something that I definitely like to try at least once in my life. A couple of people that I know that just graduated from high school and are about to go into college in the fall asked me for my advice for going into college as a freshman for the first time. And honestly, my advice is to just roll with the punches, and it's gonna be a big jump. It's gonna be a lot to adjust and acclimate to, but it's so worth it because I really do feel like I didn't become me until I went through the stuff I went through in college my first year. I would also say that it gets a lot better after the first semester. I had a pretty hard time my first semester because I had to learn to reach out to my support system, because when you're home before you move out, you always have someone that's gonna ask how your day was. You're gonna have people in close proximity to you that are gonna notice when something's up and ask you about it. And since you don't have your friends in your classes a lot of the time, you can go from your dorm to class, to class, to class, back to your dorm and not see anybody. You need to be able to check in with yourself and understand like, hey, I'm having a bad day. I need to talk to somebody about it. That can be hard not having a direct support system. And especially when you're new and you're just now meeting people, it might take you a little bit to be comfortable opening up. It's important to understand that with time, you will build up a support system there. Someone wants to know what my best and worst moments from my freshman year were. So I would definitely say my low point was definitely my living situation in the dorms. I didn't really have much of a relationship with my roommate. We didn't talk that much. I definitely was struggling before winter trying to find my spot on campus, and I definitely found that. I started interning with the Gender and Equality Center on campus and met a lot of my really close friends who are the interns there. They definitely helped me figure myself out and be comfortable being my authentic self. And if you're watching this, I love you guys. I can't thank them enough because finding your group on campus is so important. You are there to get an education, but there's a lot of hours that you aren't in class, and it's nice to have people that are there that love you. The best moment of my year, I would either say the Crimson and Queens drag show, where I got to see Alyssa Edwards and some student performers and local performers. It was definitely cool to see the excitement and the gathering of people that were there to support the art of drag, and it was definitely a special experience. I'm really excited about what's to come. I know for sure that a highlight of my summer is going to be Camp Crimson, which if you are going to OU in the fall and you are signed up to go to Camp Crimson, I will be there at Boomer Session, which is July 10th through 12th. And I'm definitely very excited to spend the summer with my camp family and to meet my campers. I love you all already, and I can't wait to introduce you to OU. My camp family is definitely a group of people that I've grown to love in a short time, and I know that going back in the fall, I'm gonna have a group of people that I'm gonna get to make memories with. Okay, what am I most looking forward to going into my sophomore year? Like I said, I'm very excited to make memories with the people that I've met this past year, but I'm also very excited to have my own living space, my own tiny little house. Through living in the dorms, I definitely learned to appreciate space, and having a room to myself and a bathroom to myself. I am definitely looking forward to having that space to go to when I need to be alone, which isn't very often. Whereas a lot of people will recharge their social battery when they're alone and spend it with people. I very much recharge my social battery when I'm spending time with people, and then I use that reserve when I'm alone. I definitely would much rather be in the presence of friends than by myself. But now, having lived a year sharing a singular 4 walls with somebody and sharing a bathroom with 3 other guys, I'm definitely excited to have that to myself. Ooh, what are some song recommendations? So I've definitely been listening to the same couple of songs on repeat the past few days, and one of those is Help Me Now by Kevin McHale. You might not recognize that name. If you remember Artie, the kid in the wheelchair on Glee, that's him. And he definitely pulled a Tyler Oakley and is like stunning now, but his music is very unique and very genuine. It's definitely something that I'm enjoying seeing, and I'm excited to see what he does next. Also, if anyone wants to be super gay today, go to Todrick Hall's YouTube channel and watch Nails Hair Hips Heels, because that video is in 4K and it is the gayest thing I've ever watched, and it is phenomenal. It's like the gay Cupid shuffle. It's definitely really cool to see that content like that. It's got over 1 million views already, and it's really cool to see that gay culture is being so accepted by mainstream culture now. A friend recently introduced me to Maggie Rogers. I've definitely seen her stuff before, but I never really stopped to listen to it. Her song Say It is phenomenal. It definitely is an experience, and you should definitely go give that a listen. That's all I have for right now. I'm sorry this video is so short and probably pretty boring. I'm excited to get to share some of me in this time between uploading these 2 thrift videos. Again, I'm really sorry that it's not up yet. It's definitely taking a lot out of me to shoot and edit this, and I'm really excited for you guys to see how everything turned out that I did. Make sure that you're subscribed and that you have the notification bell on so that you know when I upload that upcycling video, and if there's another video that you want me to upload after that, because I'm still figuring out my next upcoming videos, please comment down below and leave a like on this video if you enjoyed this type of video, and I'll try to just do more videos where I'm sitting down and talking about myself. But I love you guys, and thank you so much for watching my videos. I can't wait for you to see what I have next.
Help me now, I'm getting caught up in 10 feet of water, staring at the bottom. Yeah, help me now. Sorry I brought up all the shit I thought of. Please love me tomorrow.